All right.
Let's get ready to rumble!
What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, it's your host, Ron from the Six, man. Yeah, we got an interesting live today. We're talking about a big event that's going up here in Canada on December 19th at the Queen's Manor Event Center in Brampton, Ontario. We got TRock Fight Entertainment, man. They bringing us a nice event, and we're gonna headline it with Joshua Frazer versus Mponda Kalunga, and that's for the WBL International title as well as the PBF Canadian Super welterweight title. So shout out to those guys. We also got a few other guys that I'm going to bring up here. We got the prospect Taverio Stewart, star child. He's going to come up here and talk about his camp. We also got Ricardo, man, Big 12, my guy, Big Shotgun 12. He's going to come on through. And we got my man Dwayne Styles in the building already. What's going on, man? He said Canelo Alvarez still the face of boxing. You know it, man. He said hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit it. Subscribe to the channel, man. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about this event that we got going on up here in Canada. As you guys know, I love my city, love where I'm from. But we got the official fight presser here, man. I'm glad to be hosting it. And I can't wait to talk to these guys and get the backstory of how everything's been going on. But on December 19th, we got the fight going down at the Queen's Manor Event Center in Brampton. If y'all check up in the corner there, I got the scan. That's for the tickets, man. If you all want to go to the event, just scan that code. It'll take you to the website, and you can go get your tickets. But yeah, man, we got Taverio Stewart, who's going to be fighting. We got Ricardo Brown, who's also fighting. And it's just going to be a good night of boxing, man. It's going to be a great night. It is December, so I guess you could take your lady out, take her out for a nice night. I'm pretty sure there's catering involved. We'll talk to the promoter as well, Stanley Stewart. He'll be in the building to tell us everything about that. And we'll talk to Dewith Frazer as well, the trainer of two of these guys, and helps out with Taverio as well. So, I mean, this is just going to be a good stream. Make sure y'all tap in with me and show some love, man. Who else we got in here, man? We got Anthony Forbes in the building. What's going on, champ? My man, Big Vega. He says salute, salute, salute. Oh, man, we got the Truth Cash, man. What's going on, man? Said, let's get it. And my guy, Tucson, the superstar, bro. You know what it is. Two-Tone, man. He viral on that. He the Twitter king. That's what we call him, man. But yeah, let's get into it. Let me bring the first guest up. We got my man, Taverio, man, coming in from Brampton, hailing in from where I'm from, man. The little city up there. What's going on, bro?
What's going down? What's going down?
That's good, man. You got a big fight coming up. Obviously, fresh out the amateurs, bro. Man, I remember you coming up, bro. Did you ever think you could make it this far?
Yeah, for sure. It was always like a plan to go pro and stuff. Like I always had it in my head that the amateurs is just a training ground for the pros. So yeah, for sure.
Right. I'm not asking that to like dog you on no talent. I'm just saying, we kind of like, I think in Canada we have an issue with producing like top guys because the backing is not there. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the amateur system can kind of suck the dream out of some of you guys because it's not very good to you guys, man. They don't pay you to go to nationals. They don't help y'all with nothing, bro. So that's why I was saying that. But yeah, man, if you had dreams to be a pro already, then that was just a stop in the road pretty much.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, the way they handle it, I guess that's how they handle it. But Boston's an individual sport, so if the individual is really dedicated, then the sky's the limit for that individual.
No, for real, man. So are you moving down in weight as a pro, or are you gonna stay steady where you were at in the
Well, yeah.
amateurs?
In the amateurs, I was fighting at 71 kg, but for pros, I'm gonna campaign at 147, and who knows where the future will hold. But for now, we're campaigning at 147.
Right, right. And that's comfortable for you to make right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
nice,
didn't,
man.
I
Nice.
didn't, yeah, this is my second fight, so I didn't have no trouble the first time. So we'll see how it goes this time.
So how was the experience with the first fight? Because obviously it was in Colombia, different territory, different atmosphere. How was that feeling the pro debut?
To be honest, I felt like I started all over again. Like the first, my first fight. Like that's how it kind of felt like. Well, I don't know. For me, I gotta speak for everybody, but I get nervous every fight. But of course, like as you go on, it just fades away. But that fight, I was kind of nervous, but once you get in the square circle, you just lock in. But it was fun overall. Like the whole experience, just I was just kind of eager to get it out the way. Like I was just kind of like
Yeah,
locked in really, but it was a fun experience. I was
yeah,
in his territory. I wish I had like some more like fans on me, but you're in there fighting for yourself, so it doesn't really matter. But it was fun. It was fun all in all. I
Did you
enjoyed it.
find like the glove size was very different? Because I feel like that's what a lot of pros say the first time they fight from the amateurs. Like, yo, the gloves are just way different.
Yeah, so like in the first, it's my first fight, so I'm just trying to feel out everything. Like when I was doing I practiced with the smaller gloves, so I kind of felt how they feel. So I'm like, yeah, no, they're kind of light. I feel super fast. I feel like my knuckle it's in there. I can feel it, but so I was just trying to like gauge. Like my first round, I was trying to gauge just like how it felt and like blocking punches and stuff like that. But yeah, just more. Of course, I'm gonna learn more, but I didn't. You know what? I didn't have no trouble with it or nothing like that.
Yeah. Do you have you ever trained in 8 ounce? Because I think it's 8 ounces. The 47s where.
Well, for my fight, I did 10 ounces, but yeah, I was doing the
Okay.
10 ounces, and yeah, like I said, I was doing the pads and stuff like that, and I could feel it. I could feel the difference. It's a big difference, and the amateur gloves, because I don't know what every tournament uses, but the most of the time I was fighting, I was using Sting, and
Right.
they have like the knuckle part is very soft, and it kind of makes your hand. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but I could feel the difference on my pro glove for sure. Like the shape of the glove, just the way it feels, it's a big difference.
Yeah, man. So this fight's back home in your backyard. How you feel about bringing it back home, man?
Nah, I'm excited. I'm excited because, like I was saying before, I wish that a couple people could have supported, but it's in Colombia. I'm not expecting everybody to fly out, but you know, I'm excited to show, like, cause a lot of my supporters or like family and friends, they never get to see the what I be doing. They just hear about it, or if they see a video after the fact. But for them to come and see it live and direct, it's gonna be lit for me.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. So you're looking to go 2-0, of course, get the stoppage, or just getting the win. How you see it going so far?
Nah, my mindset right now is just stop everybody that's in there with you, because it's pro game, so I'm not trying to stay in there as long any longer than I need to be. Granted,
Yeah.
if I'm prepared for whatever, so if it has to go 4 rounds, 6 rounds, however long, then I'm prepared for that. But my mindset is to either knock you out or stop you. I'm just going for the stoppage.
Nah,
We're,
that's
pre-
for real,
we're,
man.
pre-
That's for real. That's what's up, man. So I would say in the pro game, like you said, entertainment's a big thing. Where do you see yourself next year? Like fight wise, like how many fights do you want to get in?
I want to get in there as much as possible. To be honest, right now I'm just looking for fights. Like I'm just hungry, and I understand that at this point I gotta just build and build and build and learn, and however that process, like how like I just want to go as fast as possible, but not too fast to the point where like you crash out or you burn out or you're rushing the process. But if I can get 5 fights, 6 fights in a year, and everything's going smoothly, that's what I would do. But if my team says otherwise, then I'll just listen to them, and we'll just go how it, just take one step at a time. But I'm trying to get in there.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's honestly probably the best thing for the young fighter, the activity. So your camp, a lot of sparring this camp, or you guys focusing on other things?
Nah, we just started turning up the sparring now, so yeah, we're turning up the sparring. Probably get I got some sparring in my gym, but we've been going to a couple gyms. We're gonna go into a couple more gyms and get some more sparring. But the sparring's been good. Sparring's been good. Couple different
Nah,
bodies, couple different sizes. So
yeah. You guys travel a lot for sparring, or you find like it's not too bad in the city
well,
there?
this time I traveled a couple times this camp, but usually it depends. Usually we could travel, or sometimes it depends on the landscape of the field. Because sometimes there's tournaments I might be sparring amateurs that they're training for their big tournament or something. They might come see me, or if a pro has a fight and I need to help him out,
Yeah.
maybe go help him out. So it just depends on what's going on.
No, that's true, man. Yeah, because sometimes people are like you said away, or they in their own camp and they can't really help you out because they doing their own thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I appreciate you. If you want to let the people know where they can find you and follow you on Instagram, wherever they need to follow you.
Yeah, in my zone .tsc. And yeah, to Taverio. Oh yeah, my bad. I need to correct you. No, no, no.
Oh, my bad,
With
dog.
all
My
respect, it's
bad.
Taverio, but just people call me Tav. You could just keep it as
All
Tav. But
right,
it's
Tab, man, my man.
a lot of
I'm
a
out
lot of
here botching. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of announcers be butchering it in the fight, but it is what it is though. But yeah,
I
nah.
appreciate
In
you.
my zone dot tsc, in my zone dot tsc, bro. Thanks for having me, bro.
Absolutely, man. Make sure y'all hit up my man Tav, man. He gonna be in action on December 19th. And it's gonna be a good one, man. He's a young cat, very, very good boxer, slick boxer. As y'all like to say, slick black boxer. He does this thing in the ring, bro. He does this thing for sure. But I'm gonna bring up the next man. We got the gunshotter in here, my guy. Big 12. What's going on, champ?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Everything is good. How are you doing?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I can't complain. We got the big heavyweight stopper getting back in action. How's everything going, man? You rested? You ready to go? 12?
Yeah, man, it's time to go. Time to shine again. Things set, no play around again. Just go out there, go do what you have to do, get back a win, and climb back the ladder.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's camping going though so far?
Everything is going good. Just working
Mhm.
on some stuff, getting ready for my next fight, and I can't wait. So,
Right, right. Yo, I gotta ask, man, how's it running outside now that we got some snow and it's getting cold now?
oh yeah, go for a run tonight, man. And it was super cold out. It was really,
Hey, it's not for the weak, brother. It's not for the weak, man.
I know.
But how's everything going, man? I know we had that. Like, I don't want to harp on it too much, but obviously we had the hurricane in Jamaica. So I think you're gonna go here and put down somebody for Jamaica, man. You're gonna make some noise for Jamaica.
That's the key, man. That's the key. We have to let Jamaica see what we're doing out here and support it. Right now, they're having a hard time down there. The house is mash
Yeah,
up. I
yeah,
see St. Elizabeth is wrecked. Manchester is a little bit not too bad, but they get it. But they live through it. So I'm happy for that. Everybody's alive.
mm-hmm.
I've one and few people pass off, but that's how life go, man.
Yeah, 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 man. That's how it goes, man. So I mean, obviously, like you, man, you had your last fight didn't go the way you went, but we here now. We here to see Big 12. We here to see you build it back up.
Time to
What's
shine again.
what's your plans for the future, man? Going forward here.
Now it's just need to get back some fight, get some wins, and go back for another big fight and go find somebody to destroy. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Just work on my skills more, just train harder to get better because I want to be a world champion. That's my dream. So
Yeah.
towards that.
Yeah, do you feel like you learned though from that experience? 'Cause, I mean, it was a big stage, man. That was a big card. Christian and Billy, he fought on Canelo undercard. He's a big fighter, so obviously that was a big stage for you.
Yeah, I get that experience from that fight because I didn't really go there and do what I'm supposed to do, but now I learn and now I know how to maneuver myself in the ring. So, and it was a
Yeah.
small ring too. So,
Nah, man, that's good. That's good, man. And yeah, so we back in Brampton, back here at home.
back in hometown and the
You
whole
know what?
vibe, man.
What could the people expect to see
They
on
can see
December 19th?
oh, the bomb gonna drop. There's no play around in there. We're gonna unleash the bomb, missile out the whole place.
Yeah, man. Nah, it should be an awesome show. Should be a good sellout as well, hopefully. Anything else you want to leave the fans with before I get to my guy Stanley?
I just want to tell my fans, yo, don't be late. Word, because this showdown gonna be a real showdown. You know, we have Tav, we have Josh, and we have what's his name again?
Mapumba's fighting on there.
Mapumba. He's out
Yeah.
fighting for that card too. You know, Mapumba, he don't play around, so it's gonna be a really good fight card. So I can't wait for December 19th, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. It's gonna be a good card, man. But yeah, let the people know where they can find you on social media so they can follow the journey. 12.
They know where I'm at. You say Big 12, that's me. You have to say the word.
Yes,
You
sir.
can find me on Big 12 Boxing on Instagram. That's where I'm
Yeah.
at.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all follow Big 12, man. I appreciate you, brother, for taking time out of your night to come talk with the people, man. I'm gonna bring up my man Stanley now in the building. The main promoter, man, who's gonna be up here talking about the promotion and what's going on. Obviously, the show is going down in Brampton, the Queen's Manor Event Center, located at 2 Auction Lane. And the tickets are on sale right now. And like I said, I put a QR code in the stream for y'all. If y'all in town, local, just hit that or put your camera up for that, and it'll go right to the website here. What's going on, Stanley? How's things going, man?
Not too bad, man. Thanks for having
Froze
us.
on me. Oh,
Can you
there
hear
we
me?
go. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, we got you. We got you, champ. How's things going?
Everything is blessed, man. Giving thanks, every day, and just thankful for this opportunity, this platform for the, let the people see what we got cooking and what we're trying to put together. So appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, what brought you into boxing to do all this? Because I mean, I know your son brought you for a bit, but you taking it far now. You going to big time.
You know what? I'm not. You know what? I've been around sports my whole life. You know what I mean? With the boxing, growing up with it, family, everything. You know what I mean? Been training, coaching for quite some time now. Coach Tav throughout his whole career. My older sons. Just been in and around the sport, right? So as far as the promotion thing, this is kind of like a new thing for me. But we've always talked about my son transitioning from the amateurs to pro, right? So, and now we got to this point where, we're looking at the landscape, especially in the local marketplace. And I just felt like, there's some room, there's room for other outlets and other avenues for fighters, independent fighters, some guys that maybe, aren't signed or aren't working with and still want to fight. They want to stay busy and active, and just give them a platform that they can go out and show what they can do, their training, and still be able to fight in front of their friends, their family, the community, and at the same time continue to build their resume, right? So
Yeah.
that's pretty much what was the back for me getting into it.
Nice, nice. And how has it been so far getting in the industry? Because I mean, like, it's like the wild, wild west, man. There's no sheriff in town to give everybody rules, so it's a free for all, man. Anybody can really get into it.
Yeah, I guess so. And I mean, I think here, especially being like in Southern Ontario where we're at, there's not a lot of players here. There's a couple promoters here, and they do a good job. but there's also a lot of boxers. There's a lot of boxers coming in and out of boxing all the time. So I haven't had no problems. I mean, it's a process, obviously, and putting a show together is a lot of work. And, that part is a lot. There's a lot of regulations. There's a lot of stuff that you got to do to be able to satisfy the commission and put a fight together, matchmaking, all of that. So that part is a lot of work, and you got to have people around you helping you. But I mean, if you believe in something and what you're doing, you have some passion behind it. A lot of times, I believe, they say if you build it, they will come, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
that's my philosophy, right? Just put it out there, and I think once we get this show going, we're hoping to have a good show, a good turnout, the fights, a good quality fight, and then the community will know, hey, this is an alternative, or this is another platform that's there for us, So
Right. Yeah, that's important, having options. A lot of the guys don't have options, like you said, so you're able to provide that platform. So is there catering involved for this event?
Yeah, so the plan is everything that we put together. We got the VIP tables, a couple different tiers of tables as far as the platinum tables. We got some gold tables, and we got a silver, and then we got general admission. And the platinum tables, the plan is to cater to the VIPs and the people that that's going to spend that money and come out and support, and we want to give them that VIP experience with some catered food and whatnot, right? But there'll also be other concession food for the rest of the attendees as well. So but the VIP or the guys that spend a little bit more on their tickets, they're going to obviously get a different treatment, right? So
yeah, that makes sense, man. That makes sense. And how many belts are you looking to have?
Well, for this show here, we got Josh Frazer and Kalunga here. We're working with the WBL and the PBF for a Canadian title. So there's 2 bouts, which is a lot. A lot of shows that just put 1, but I mean they're both vacant titles that we could apply for. So that's the approach we took. I think giving these fighters an opportunity to get a belt under their belt, like on their waist, propels them, puts them in another position for bigger and better fights. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give fighters opportunities to advance their careers. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And when did you think for sure I'm gonna do this? Because I mean, I like this plan because I see it in boxing more. Like, you've seen it with Devin Haney and his dad Bill, that they've done it on their own.
Right.
There's other guys who've done it on their own. It seems like the father-son thing is a thing in boxing, and it's worked.
Yeah, I mean, I've always I'm a hands-on guy. Like I'm a hands-on guy. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, right? So for me, I think I've been thinking about it for quite some time. But I think with me, we talked to some of the local promoters, and we had some conversations. We sat down with them, and after some of those conversations, and I just kind of felt that maybe for us and our vision and the route we want to take, we want to kind of stay a little bit more independent and have a little more control over our own path, and our own future. And, so not to say the promoters that are here that they don't do a good job, because they do a good job with the fighters they have and whatnot. But at the same time, I think, when you take your career into your own hands, sometimes I think you can, you know what you want.
Yeah.
You know where you want to be, So that's really what it was. It's just a matter of just taking control. The vision that we have versus what the other promoters might have had for us was a little different. So I said, let's do our own thing, So
Yeah, man. And how many events are you gonna look to do in the future?
Well, first thing first, we want to get this show off, make sure that it's a success, what I mean? But God willing, everything goes well, and we have a successful event. The plan is moving forward in 26 and on forward. We want to have a minimum of 4 shows, but ideally at 6 shows throughout. But maybe next year we'll just focus on about 4 shows, and then I got like a 2-3 year plan, but 4 shows next year, that's the plan. And then maybe 27, we'll go into six shows or more for the year. But the other thing is what I want to do, especially if I got some guys that are working with us or reoccurring, I don't want to just keep them local either, right? I want to move them around and give them some exposure, not only like across the country, right? Because I mean, Ontario, Toronto, obviously is kind of the mecca of, other than from a city perspective, but then you got Quebec, Montreal. That's kind of where most of the boxing big names are right now. So, we got to kind of let the rest of the country know we got some solid fighters here too in the GTA, right? So take them across the country, Vancouver, down east, move them around a bit, and still have our shows here too. So that's the plan.
No, that'd be awesome, man. That'd be awesome. It sounds like we got a new player in town. We got some good work coming. You want to let the people know where they can find you and find any events?
Well, we're on this show's online. It's all over. We got it posted up all over. It's a TRock Entertainment fight, TRock Fight Series. You can find me at on Instagram at TRock the one. That's my personal, and then we got Rock Entertainment as for the company and whatnot. And same thing on Facebook. All of that. We got TRock Entertainment on Facebook, and if you want to follow me personally on Facebook, it's Taverio SS S.S. So Stanley.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Stanley. Thanks for coming up. Let the people know about the whole event. Okay. You know me, man. I'm gonna keep it on my show until right up to the date, man. Let everybody know what's going on. But
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Right, guys. I just want to give another shout out to you. Respect for you to putting us on this platform and giving these guys an opportunity. Plus the other work you do as far as bringing your show and your commentary to the boxing community. And letting people know that we real up here with boxing too.
Yeah, we here, man. We here. Yeah, I try to let them know.
Yes, sir.
Coming.
All right, brother.
All right, Stanley, man. I appreciate it. My man Stanley, before I bring my other guest up here, I'm going to have to get to some of y'all. I see a bunch of y'all in the chat, man. We got Just Do Boxing in the building. What's going on, man? My man Anthony Forbes, I said what up to him, too. We got Roger That. What up? Big Money. What's going on, Big Money? What else we got? Oh, we got the Queens in the building. Shout out to Shawa. What's going on? We got the 7%. The ladies, man. Shout out to Dub. What's going on, my brother? Shawa said, please hit the like button. Oh, yeah, I didn't show y'all my Ann Wolf yet. Y'all hit that like Ann Wolf, man.
Fight her. Oh, big one punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah, we support the Queens over here. He said, Canada doing their thing. Yep, we coming. My man Dub said, like, share, subscribe. Said, good interview. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate the support. Y'all good, man. I'm going to bring up my next guest. It's my pops, man. Dewith Frazer coming up here. Head trainer of I wouldn't say head trainer all three of the guys, but Ricardo and Josh, he is head training them. He works with Taverio as well. Tav. And yeah, man. Been around the game for a long time. 1984 Olympian, coach in 1996, Atlanta. And Sydney as well. What's going on, Pops? Dewith Frazer.
Well, Ryan, happy to be with you tonight. And I saw, you have Tav and also Ricardo and his dad on. It's great to see that.
Yeah. No, they're sounds like they're in good spirits. They're ready for the event. How's Ricardo looking so far? He sounds like he's in good spirits.
Well, he's eager to get back in the ring. And last time wasn't the best outing, but ways to get back in, get back doing what you do, and also reestablish himself, because sometimes when you fall down you have to get up, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, no, I mean sometimes it's good for guys too to take a little loss, and I mean it's never good for anybody to lose, but I mean some guys come back stronger, more motivated because they learned so much from a loss. Like Canelo Alvarez, when he lost to Floyd, I feel like after that his career kind of took off.
Well, you're right. Sometimes when people are winning, they don't realize how privileged they are, and they take that for granted. And then when they get knocked down, they realize, you know what, I got to get back to my winning ways. I got to stop. I got to make sure that every time I go in the ring, I'm ready. And definitely Canelo learned from Floyd, and he was a different fighter after fighting Floyd. And, if you look at guys like Bernard Hopkins, who had the first loss, his first fight he lost. People don't even know that about Bernard Hopkins. And then he went on a 20 fight winning streak. So yeah, sometimes a loss, it's all how you look at it. It can make you hungry.
Yeah, yep. And how is Tab been looking in camp so far? This is his second pro fight. Still very fresh to the game, but he's been around for a while. He's been on the amateur circuit.
He's extremely talented, and I think the pro game is better for him because, you don't have to hurry up in the pro game. In the amateur, you got 3 rounds. In the pros, a minimum 4 rounds. And that does Tab kind of, he's a very relaxed boxer. A lot of today's kids will say that he's boring, but he's quite exciting. When you look at him how he boxes, when he gets in the pocket, he's comfortable in the ring, and he's also pretty to watch. And I think the fight game, the pro game appreciate that more than the amateurs. The pro game, talent. When people talk about a guy like, even Shakur Stevenson, pure art boxing people understand how good he is. When you look at a guy like, Andre Ward, while the regular public will go, wow, he looks boring, people understand the art. And Tab is that kind of guy. He also is a quiet storm, like when you see him outside the ring, he look like a guy that wouldn't even hit a fly. But when he gets in the ring, there's a mean streak to him.
Yeah, that's good, man. Some guys have that demeanor. I think Crawford's kind of like that too. Like he's very reserved outside the ring, but inside the ring, it's just no intentions, like bad intentions, every punch. How about Josh? How's Josh been progressing? Obviously he wanted to have a busier year, but he's still been staying in shape.
Josh has been in the gym all the time. There is no, whether we're fighting or not fighting, he's in the gym. From an amateur days, we have a very simple philosophy. After each fight, we take a week off to relax and back to work. And nothing has changed to that. We have, the last fight was in July. We went to Colombia to do a fight. Unfortunately, it was only 1 round. But it was good to get him back in the ring. That's really, this fight coming up now, we're excited. And the reason we're excited is because it's in his hometown, Brampton. And people are excited to see him. This is where Josh was born. This is his city. And, he wants to make Brampton proud. And bringing a title to Brampton would be awesome for him. And I think the public is going to embrace it. And they're going to show up in herds to see him.
Yeah. He's facing a good opponent. I mean, Kalunga, he's hurt. He takes some guys' O's. Like he's a dangerous fighter. So I'm glad he picked him as a name because I think he's a formidable opponent. What do you think about Mponda? Sorry.
Well, Kalunga has been in with some good fighters, strong guys, and what we want to do is Josh is on a. This is time to move to the next level, and we hope that Kalunga is going to bring his A game because we are going to be ready. We're not going to be in the ring, and nothing going to happen where we say we weren't ready. We have enough time, and we've been training, and Josh is eager, and everything's in full fight mode. He's ready to fight, and there's no excuses. He's going to bring his A game on fight night, and I think the people will be happy to see. They'll be happy to see him, the progression he's making.
Yeah, and what do you think about Stanley bringing up another promotion? How does that help the whole scene here?
Well, I think in boxing, there's always been, from I've been a kid, people have been always saying they want to be the main promoter. Every boxing match that have the best crowd has always been promoted by 2 promoters. Whether it be Top Rank and Don King, whether it be Golden Boy and Top Rank, whether it be PBC or Top Rank. When you're drawing from 2 audience, you're going to draw better than 1 audience. And I'm shocked that boxing people don't understand that teamwork makes dream work. Like when you're bringing 2 audience to a table, there's way more money. And so bringing Stanley on board is great because the more promoters we have, the more kids will get in the sport because, the more avenues they have. Boxing in Ontario has grown in the last 5 years because we've had so many action. Before that, there was no action. We're now on the verge of producing really good fighters because they're allowed to fight, but they need a platform to be busy. And if one promoter is not promoting, another one is promoting, it makes that easier for all of them.
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, there was a tough spell there where it was hard to get fights. here moving in the city. I mean, even the UFC was like banned here for the longest time
We
before
had
it
a
became a thing.
we had a commissioner that was not boxing friendly. That's the best way to put it. And he did everything in his power to make sure the sport didn't exist. But boxing is a sport that, when I started boxing in '76, the first book I read was that boxing is dying. And when I read that book, the book was written about boxing was dying in 1936. Since that time, the sport has grown tens and leaps and over. It could not even boxing can't die because it's a human sport. People love fighters. Fighters fight because that's what people love. People like fighters. People don't like people who just roll over and die. And boxing, guys. If you look at guys like Real Deal Holyfield, look at the guy like Usyk, they take on giants and beat them up, and the public just love that.
Yeah.
That the underdog. And so this is a sport that can't die. It's been through everything. The commissioner we have the public had no idea what was going on, but anyone in boxing realized at the time this guy was difficult to work with. And he did everything in his power to make the sport didn't grow. But even with that, the sport did grow.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to do things when somebody's going against the grain. But yeah, I think that whole motto of boxing been dying. You even heard Dana White try to say it in 2025. Like it's still here, but the sport's well and it's in good hands. As you said, like we're getting a lot of big fights. This year was a good year for boxing. And I think Stanley bringing in a new promoter in the city is only going to help it grow here.
Of course, and the sport is not dying. The sport is growing in leaps and bounds. The problem is everyone want to come in and take a little piece of it and try to change it. There's nothing to change about boxing. Boxing has been great all the time. I remember even when Canelo was fighting, Crawford recently, Max Kellerman says, boxing, this guy can make boxing great. And Canelo just look over him and say, listen, boxing is already great. There's no, you ain't gonna do nothing to boxing. Boxing is great already. Today I was watching Shuri Leonard fighting Marvin Hagler. The young kids have to see these fights. That's boxing. Hagler and Leonard. That's boxing. And that's not new.
Yeah.
We just saw you dominating all these guys.
Yeah. I mean, we got like in 2 weeks, we got a card here where it's got Benavidez, Devin Haney, Brian Norman. Like it's got like four championship belts on it. So I mean, boxing's in a beautiful place in my eyes. I don't think it's nearly dead. I don't know what people talk about.
People like to use negativity. So when people hear the word boxing is dead, they go, "What? Boxing is dead?" And it creates it's like creating news. But the people in the sport, like I can tell you in Ontario right now, boxing has never been bigger than it is now. Like even the amateurs, we have 3-4 shows every weekend. Not one weekend, every weekend.
Yeah.
We have 2 shows in one day sometime. So the sport is just now part of that is based on social media and also based on some influential people coming in their sport. Jake Paul has done a great job to bring a different generation in. And while some people in the community don't like him, he's done a lot to bring numbers in. And the community has to embrace everyone that comes in because everyone brings a new audience. But nobody's going to destroy the sport. The sport is bigger than them.
Exactly. Yeah. You can't be bigger than the program. That can't be bigger than the program. But thanks, Dad, for coming through, man. Dewith Frazer. Let the people know where they can find you. They can follow you.
Well, you can always go and Dewith Boxing and have all my information on there. You can also right now, with this promotion that's going on right now, TRock promotion. All you have to do is look at TRock fight series, and you'll find everything about us. Also, if you need tickets, you can always call this number 647-518-2797. We have ringside seat, we have general seat, we have prices for everyone. If you want to bring your family, you want to bring the kids, everyone is priced in. Whether you want to pay $50 or you want to pay $300 a seat, we have a seat for you. And I think that's what sometimes is missing in our sport, where only certain people can afford it. We need to bring, especially the young kids, what I love to see is dad bringing his son to the fights, bringing his daughters to the fight. And the kids love it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, make it affordable.
Yeah.
to get
So this
started.
show we're having, everyone can come to the show, and we're hoping that they do, because we'd love to not only entertain them, but also to make them see the joy in the sport and the young talent that's coming up. We have 3 boxers on the show that are great amateur pedigree. Josh was a Caribbean champion, Ricardo's an Olympian, and Tav was on the national team level. So these are not boxers who just said I want to box. These are guys who have put their time in, and now they want to get paid.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I agree. They should. They should. They put in the work. They deserve it. But thanks, Dad, for coming through, man. We'll talk soon.
All right, Ryan, and thank you for having me on, and keep up the job what you're doing. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. We got the main event coming up here in a second. You got anybody in the chat? What they saying? Shawa said, Pops is cooking. He's cooking. He's cooking. Hey, make sure y'all share the stream. Make sure you like the stream so we can get it out to the YouTube algorithm so we can get more people in here to, see these fighters, man, see what they got going on. But we got the main event fighters coming up. We're gonna have my man and them come through, talk about they fight. They got a big fight going on, man. You got Joshua Frazer, 13-0, versus my man Kalunga. What's going on, guys?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, my man, Mponda. How do you say it? Because I know I botched it.
Mponda.
Mponda. There we go. I feel better about it now, man. I be botching people's names, man. My man.
Hey,
Tab,
I'm actually glad you asked to pronounce it right.
Yeah, man. I can't be out here doing that. But thank you, man, for coming through. Josh, thanks for coming through. You really appreciate you guys for taking time.
Good to see you, Kalunga. Long time.
Yeah, you too, brother. I like that.
My man Kalunga, you had a fight scheduled. What happened with that though? Because I remember
We had
seeing
the
that.
contract signed. I want to be respectful, I'm not gonna be too bad. But anyways, they asked me if I want to fight the guy. I said yes, and yeah, everything was just waiting. And next thing I see is that they posted up with the other people's faces. So it's just like,
Oh wow,
what's happening?
Really?
That's like a spit on my face. So it's basically, to me, I'm like, I'd never want to speak to someone like that again. So there's ways to do business. If you do it like that, to me, it's like,
No, that's true, man. Like they should at least gave you the heads up, like
yeah. So
we're going a different direction, something like that.
So I'd rather just start a new chapter, a new way,
And have you found it tough navigating these boxing promoter streets? Because I mean, boxing's a weird sport, man. It's a
I'm
political
undefeated
sport.
with promoters.
All right, undefeated with them.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So why hasn't anybody taken the chance? Like, do you think have you asked that question?
They take the chance, but once you get in, then you realize, hey, and it's not what it was made up to be. And for me, it's like I've already done enough work where it's like establish myself, my name. And if you're gonna come work with me, I want you to, have your stuff ready, have your business ready, have your everything ready. Don't make it seem like it's on my end. It's never on my end. I'm always prepared. I'm always professional. I show up. I was only injured once ever.
Okay.
That was the only once. But so it's always made up to seem what it's not. And then when you get in, you see, I'm like, it's my life. I'm not just gonna be sitting in 3 years in a contract where it's not giving me what I want. Hell no, man. I'm out.
Yeah.
It's short life, so I'm trying to provide for my family and continue moving forward, fight for the world championships. People out here making 50 million, 30 million, 10 million. What the hell, man? Come on, man. I don't have my whole life to it around. I want to fight the big names. Like on a challenge,
Yeah, man. Yeah. And Josh, for you, man, you kind of had your little situation where you weren't getting fights either. What was that like? Because it's gotta be frustrating.
So me and Kalunga in the same boat on that one. But to be real, like about the fight at Queen's Manor coming up on December, I went to the ranking list. I'm number 2 for years. I asked the people who are around me, number 1 or whoever under. Didn't nobody want to fight. I knew right away in my mind the best fight would be Kalunga. The man shows up to fight.
Of course.
And it wouldn't be hard for him to say yes to sign a contract because I I've supported a lot of his fights. I've been at his fights before I became a pro. So it's like, you know what I mean? At this point, it's like, why don't we just blow up the city together? Because if we the fighters, we're going to take it in our hands. You know, big shout out to TRock Entertainment and people like Kalunga and, you know, our coaches and our fathers, because they're pushing us to make these real fights. You know what I mean? And like, this is what we need, you know. Respect, Kalunga. I appreciate you signing the
Likewise,
contract.
man. Likewise. Everyone is avoiding. These are the fights that people are avoiding. So we have to fight each other regardless, you know.
It's gonna be exciting because
I know, man.
If anyone would show up to fight, I'm thinking it's gonna be Kalunga.
I'll show up. I'll be there.
And God's spirit, we need the best fights in the country to happen.
100%.
Yeah.
And I know what you're about. I know you're a real dude.
We're making this happen.
You know, I know you've done it since you're young.
December 19th, and
I look
as far
forward
as
to
the
this
fight game, I'm back in the game 19th, you know, and I respect Kalunga for putting me back in the game as far as getting me in the ring. And we're using TRock Entertainment, which is something we're just starting. It's brand new. You can go online and find them online at TRock Entertainment. You can go to my website, joshuafrazer.com, or you can hit those phone call numbers on those posters. You know, you can call the gym, book tables and stuff like that. Right now, we got early bird tickets online, $10 off on everything, I believe. That's Gateway. That's ticketgateway.com. Search boxing, or you can search fight series. It will pop up. TRock. As far as me not fighting in a little bit, the fight in Colombia was an experience for me, and that was all it was. The fella I heard he had been in the ring with guys like Manor and them guys, so I thought that was gonna be a move on to bigger fights outside of the country, but then we gotta come back now, and it's like it's hard to get a fight from our own people that want us to. They say they want us to fight.
Yeah.
Because these guys out here fighting nobodies, you know, and then they claim to be champions, and then, you know, come on, man, let's be real. Let's say it how it is, man. It is what it is, you know. And there's fake champions out there, and you know, people who run out of gyms, man. Come on, man.
Nah, we here, man. We here, bro.
You know,
like I said, me and Kalunga grew up, but for that 32 minutes, 10 rounds, 12 rounds, whatever it is, we strictly businessmen. And we come in, we're going to do everything it takes to get in the ring and give the best show we can, showmanship and everything all aside, you know, for the time being. We're putting on for our families at this point, right?
So,
like nobody wants to fight once a year, man. We're trying to fight 4 times a year, at least. Once a year is like, what is that, man? Might as well make 10 million at least if you fight once a year. You can't fight once a year and make, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Come on, let's be realistic. So,
anyway. So Kalunga, why do you think there's been so many voided fights, man? Like, why the guys don't want to fight?
They're avoiding because they know they're gonna lose. They know how I box. They know I come prepared. They know how I do the work, and they know they're not gonna break me down. They're not gonna break my will. They know that, so they want the easy way and to keep looking, you know. But they retire in their mind. How do they feel like a champion? You never challenge yourself. You never fought no elite, no name. You know, never went outside of your province. So you have to challenge yourself. And as a man, when you sleep at night, you can say, I'm Mponda Kalunga. I have some pride. You tried. Yeah. When you're just there trying to beat up like some fucking nobody, and then you claim to be champion.
Cut you off, you man. Kalunga awkward like Manuel Augustus. This gonna be one of those fights where you might get the best out of me, you might get the best out of him because of who we know, who we are, and our history. You know what I mean? But at the same time, man, I'm just gonna do what I always do, and he's gonna do what he do. I hope we all show up on day night, 120%. And man, the boxing voice. This is what it's about, man. We in Canada, and we got fighters. We've always had fighters. They just need the opportunity to shine.
And I'm happy for the belts, you know.
2 belts on the line.
Yeah, man.
I got a question here from Boxing News 24/7. Carlos Verda, he reached out to me. He said, this question's for Joshua Frazer. Kalunga has the best resume of anyone you faced and is known for talking trash in the lead up to his fights. How do you plan to shut him up on the fight night?
Talking trash. It's all business. Kalunga knows how to build these fights. You know what I'm saying? And he also knows that this is boxing. This is mental warfare, the same thing as anything else. You know, you gotta become mentally prepared more than physically in this game. Me, I'm just gonna make sure that I keep it professional because that's what it's all about, you know. We gotta keep this shit inside of the ring, and the trash talk is love. I don't know how to like it gives you energy, and I hope it's good energy, but you know, you gotta build these fights. I'm not into the trash talk anymore. I feel like I was disrespecting the game the way I did it, but maybe he knows how to do it in a way that you know, and keep it politically correct. So I'm gonna take it how it goes. And if we do face-offs and stuff, and it goes live, and that happens, that's a part of the game. It's supposed to be like that. But we're gonna be in the ring together on December 19th, and we're gonna have some time. We're gonna have some time to shine, dance, baby, and do this work.
I don't want anything to ruin this opportunity, man. I've been waiting for a good opportunity, and I want a big Christmas.
I think you got two big Christmases right here, baby.
And this, you know, either way, for me, I'm already. So I just want to thank Josh for taking the fight. I want to thank you, man. And you know, I'm just happy to be here. So that's it.
Link, man. Me and you'll go hunting after this.
For sure, baby. Let's go hunt.
After this.
Yeah. And this, we got a question for Kalunga from Boxing News as well. It says, why take this fight? It's a dangerous matchup. We saw what Frazer did to Pete Brodsky last year with his highlight reel power. Isn't this too risky for you? But hey,
why
man,
take this fight? Because I know what he's about. I know he's one of the best in Canada, and might actually kick some ass up there in some of those top guys in the world. He just needs his opportunity, and I think with time will show that he's gonna be champion regardless, you know. And we have to fight each other. We're the best, and this is what was meant to be, I think. And you can't force things. This was what was meant to be. So it's beautiful. So
yeah.
I mean, we're supposed to make these fights, man. These fights are supposed to bring the best of us out of it, you know.
Yeah,
I agree, man.
This is what we do.
So you guys sound like you're both excited to get up in the ring, man. It's gonna be a good fight, man. Obviously, there's two titles on the line: the PBF Canadian Super welterweight title and the WBL International title. Any last words, gentlemen, before I let y'all go?
Man, train hard. I look forward to the night, and I thank you for taking the fight. I appreciate it.
God bless you, brother. Godspeed. I'll see you there.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I appreciate both you gentlemen for taking time out of your day to come and speak with me in my community, man. And yeah, we'll definitely have to get y'all both back on after the fight to talk about it, man. Be good.
Thank you, man. You're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. That's the main event, yo. That's the main event on December 19th. We got that's gonna be a big card, man. Shout out to Stanley for putting that one on. Let me show y'all the ticket website though quickly, just in case y'all hit the I took it down. Let me put the QR code back up just in case anybody needs it. I just don't want to put it up there because it was blocking my man Kalunga out. So I'll put it back up. The QR code is where you can get the tickets. And I'll show y'all the website because I had it pulled up here so y'all can see what it looks like. Man, they did a good job with it. You know, they went innovative with it. Let me see how this looks on the stream. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, so you go down, get your tickets now. Obviously, 35 days out. These are the guys who are fighting on the card. Yeah, you got general admission starting at $50. You got premium early bird $75. Go get that right now. Looks like a sale ends on December 19th. It says right now. Then you got the VIP seats, $90 a ticket. These are all early bird tickets right now, so you can go get your tickets. It's live. Like I said, it's that QR code up in the corner of the live stream. If you are in around the city, want to go get your tickets right now, you can go do that. Lock in. It's going to be a good event, man. You don't want to miss this one. Trust me. You got two guys who are hungry to fight each other. You saw it, man. It's a lot of respect, but they know what they're getting into. They know they probably the two best opponents that they're facing. So it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good matchup. I can't wait to see it. Shout out to Melinda Watpool in the building. Yeah. I know that's big Melinda, yo. we thought Melinda beat Shadeja Green over here. Y'all heard my stream. We know that's Big Melinda. She said she can't wait to see this matchup, man. She'll be back in the ring soon. Y'all, don't worry about that. Melinda gonna be back in. You said good shit, man. I appreciate you, man. Great show, man. I appreciate y'all. He said cost just as much as Border Wars. Oh, for real? Well, this is pro boxing. So shout out to Stanley, man. He got the right price because Border Wars was a amateur event. So I think they're gonna do good. They're gonna sell it out, man. The thing about Toronto, y'all watch the Blue Jays, the World Series. Like, we come out for sports, bro. Like, we got a winner, we come out. Like the Raptors, that championship parade, you could not move. There was like 1 million people downtown. Like, when we got winners, we support, man. The whole city come out. So if we could build something special up here, build a couple winners, I'm telling y'all, man, boxing gonna be popping around Toronto. She said, whoop, whoop, whop, pull. Yeah, Shawa. The queen, yep. Melinda, she don't worry, she'll be back in here soon. Y'all gonna hear about some action with Melinda, man. Make sure you tell us down here how we can see it. Is our platform right? I'm not sure if they got any streaming yet. I'm sure that'll come. And if I get any news on it, y'all will know for sure. I'll give y'all the insight on that. I'll let y'all know the sites or where to go to get that. But I think for now, it's just tickets from now, from what I'm hearing. She said, I'm watching for her for sure. Yeah. Watch out for Melinda. She gonna do her thing soon, man. But yeah, y'all heard the news today, man. I heard Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson is a go. Y'all, what y'all think about that, man? Shakur, Teo, New York City. They saying January 31st. That's kind of the same date as Xander Zayas is supposed to fight in Puerto Rico. So I don't know how Top Rank. They must not care about Teofimo Lopez because they have an event in the same day. They're gonna be competing with Shakur and Teo, which is crazy. Because Xander, he is fighting for 2 titles. He is the Puerto Rican guy right now. He's the guy, man. But I think it's weird that they got Teofimo Lopez fighting the same day as one of their superstars. It's kind of weird. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Obviously, Chris Mannix was the only one who confirmed it, so it's kind of weird too because, as we know, the Ring Magazine works with Shakur Stevenson, so why wouldn't they come out and break it as well? But I only saw Chris Mannix break it. DAZN, he works with DAZN, so they said it's going to be a DAZN pay-per-view, and I don't know if it's going to be one of the ones that are added to the new DAZN Plus subscription where they're giving you 12 pay-per-views. If they don't add that one, then that's probably not going to be worth the money because what 12 pay-per-views are we going to get? The November 22nd one in a couple weeks is $60. This weekend they got Eubank versus Ben 2 is worth like $50. I'm not buying that. That's crazy. And then you got not Bam Rodriguez. The Inoue one is going to be pay-per-view as well. And Inoue is never on pay-per-view. He always has his fights for free in Japan. So I don't know what the pay-per-view model's going on. But they asking for too much from us boxing fans, man. They want us to spend way too much money. She said, I'll believe it when they get in the ring. With Shakur Teo? Yeah. I know Teofimo Lopez, he's kind of been that guy, right? He's not trustworthy. We can't really trust Teofimo Lopez. He's been in a lot of talks for fights and then just hasn't shown up. It's actually kind of sad, man. But it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. But shout out to everybody on X, man. We got a couple people on X. Make sure y'all repost the stream. Show some love. And make sure you smash that like button when you come in, man. We had a lot going on today, man. Shout out to all the fighters who came through, showed up, man. And these guys are ready to roll, man. Boxing is getting better in Toronto, man, and around our area. I think obviously in Quebec, like we said earlier, it's a lot more popular, a lot more there's a lot more media out there too, a lot more coverage. So I think that helps. But we're making waves around here where I'm from in Toronto, and it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. I'm telling you, I always felt like the talent was here. It's just like they just needed the opportunity, they just needed a platform. And shout out to my man Stanley, who's doing that, providing another out, because when you got limited opportunities, it's like he said, man, like you're not really controlling things. But if you go in with somebody else who might see the whole picture a little different, it can make things easier on you in your career. So shout out to him for that. But as of Shakur and Tio, if it is confirmed, if it is a goal, it sounds like Madison Square Garden on the 31st is what they're looking at. I like the fight, man. I like the fight. I'm not a big fan of Teofimo Lopez. I don't like the things he says, but I can't deny that man as a boxer. He's a good boxer. And I think I said this maybe last week or a couple streams ago. I was like, for a guy who never had an elite trainer, like his dad's a head case, man. Like his dad is very like I don't know how his dad's good for him. I don't think his dad's good for him at all. And for Teofimo Lopez to have an unsteady corner with his dad in it and never have an elite trainer in his corner, to him to get to be a 3-time lineal, I think he's a 3-time lineal champ and a 2-division champ, is impressive. He's done it almost on his own. I mean, that's just a testament of his talent. I think he's a great talent. I think sometimes he just lacks somebody to keep his whole focus on boxing. And you can see it in the ring, because in the ring, when he's facing against lesser opposition, he looks like he fights down to his competition. So this is one of those fights where I'm like, he fights up, man. He does fight up to his competition. Shakur Stevenson is the masterclass boxer. Tio, I'm not saying he's more talented than Shakur or a better boxer. He might be the better athlete in the ring that night, though. So he might be able to chase down Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur's a master defensive boxer. Tio's gonna have to be on his A game. He's gonna have to be better than he was in the Loma fight. So it's like, can he turn back that clock? Can he give us that performance? Now, Shakur Stevenson will be moving up 5 pounds to fight him, because it's gonna be at 140. Tio, I think Tio hasn't shown us power at 40. Can he hurt Shakur Stevenson? Because Shakur Stevenson is coming up, maybe. But we'll have to see if he can even get to him, get something clean, because Shakur, like, no matter what y'all want to say about Shakur Stevenson, nobody's come close to beat him. Like, nobody. The man's won all his fights easily, pretty much. And that's the one thing I say about Shakur, man. If I had to bet money on a guy, I'm always going to probably bet on Shakur Stevenson, because he's like our modern day Floyd in a sense when you look at the way he fights. Now, he hasn't had the names. He hasn't had the big resume, like Floyd Mayweather has. But Teofimo Lopez is a start. Teofimo Lopez is like a 3-time lineal champ or something like that. I think he won it he's 2-time lineal. 35 and 40. He's won the Ring Magazine belts. He's beaten the man who's beat the man. He beat Loma, and then he went up and beat Josh Taylor. So he's got 2 great wins, and he's got a couple good wins. And he's probably got a better resume than Shakur Stevenson. So if Shakur Stevenson can go here and beat a lineal champion in Teofimo Lopez, that's gonna be great for his career, because then I think he'll be a 4-division champion, Shakur Stevenson, because he started at 126. He'll be a 4-division champion and a 2-time lineal, because I know he held one at 30. I don't know if he has the lineal at 35, but he held one at 30. So he'll be a 2-time lineal and a 4-division champ. Shakur's still young, man. I don't even think he's in his 30s. And obviously, I think he should get campaign at 140. I don't think he should move back to 35. I think at 135, if Tank Davis doesn't fight, which just looks like Tank Davis, if this whole thing with him hitting the woman is true, Tank Davis may not be fighting for years, man, because that'd be a violation. Or I don't know if it'd be a violation of his probation, but I feel like he'll be out the ring for longer than Shakur needs to wait. Why would Shakur wait for him? Just keep it moving. So fight at 140, campaign at 140. There's dangerous fights at 140. Subriel Matias, man, that's the fight I always wanted Shakur to take. He didn't take it, but I think that guy's a dangerous fighter. And people, if Shakur beats Subriel Matias, people would have to feel a different way about Shakur, because Subriel is like the boogeyman, he just beat Puello, got the WBC belt off him. So I think Shakur Stevenson, this is a career-defining fight for him. This is kind of like when Floyd fought Oscar, man. It was like that changing of the guard fight. Now, the Oscar fight with Floyd was the passing of the baton, like Oscar passing the game over to Floyd. I don't think this is that type of fight, but I think it's one of those fights where if Shakur wins easily, we got to look at him like, damn, he might be the most dominant fighter in boxing. Because like I can't tell y'all anybody who got close to even touching Shakur Stevenson, man. Better yet, beat him. So he's just on that type of level right now where I gotta respect him, man. And I do respect Shakur Stevenson. I respect boxing. Like my dad said, he's not the most exciting guy. But when you look at the way that guy, carries himself in the ring, especially in the Zepeda fight, I was more impressed in the Zepeda fight because he didn't need to stand in the pocket with Zepeda, stand on the ropes. He didn't need to, but he showed us pocket fighting. That's something that we've wanted Shakur Stevenson to show us, pocket fighting. So, yeah, I think for sure it's great, man. Shawa said T.O. likes to counter, and guys that come forward, that ain't Shakur. It'll be interesting. Or it will look like De Los Santos versus Steve. No, don't say that. No, no, we don't need another running match. We don't need one, man. Ron Frazer, man. Shout out to Detroit in the building, man. What's going on? Detroit versus everybody. What's good, man? What's going on, man? He said, yeah, he has a better resume. Yeah, I think T.O. has a better resume as of right now. I think he does. And I'm okay with that. Because Teofimo Lopez, what can I say, man? He's been a good, he's avoided fights, but we can't lie. He's ran to smoke. He's the first one to fight Loma. To hand Loma, hands Loma his second loss, not his first loss, second loss, but he beat a prime Loma. He just didn't beat anybody. So shout out to Teofimo Lopez, man. Let me drop the link in the chat for y'all if y'all want to jump up here and talk a little bit of boxing with the boy. Yeah, man, Detroit. Yeah, he's saying what up to everybody. Shout out to Detroit, man, boxing. Yeah, big two-tone, the superstar on the building. Just do my guys, man. They doing their thing. Make sure y'all check their platforms out, man. They, I'm saying, they rock out with me. They rock out all the time. And there's some fights on tonight. I think Eye of the Tiger, they got a card on. Who's in the ring right now? Oh, Johan Orobo. Johan Orobo's a good fighter. I don't know if y'all seeing this card. I don't know if it's on the Tubi right now. I don't know where it would be, but it's on Punch and Grace here in Canada. The Eye of the Tiger matchup. They got Johan Orobo in the ring right now. Yo, that kid is a ring fighter. He's a Turkey Alley Sheik boy. He's a good fighter, man. Oh, this is round one, though. They got 30 seconds left in the round. Yo, Stephen Butler's fighting tonight. And this is what I'm talking about with the boxing in Montreal. They just got dates, man. The Eye of the Tiger, they just bring fights all the time. It's pretty cool to watch, but they keeping their guys active, man. He said, guys, spread the love. Hell yeah, you gotta spread the love. He said, yeah, what's it on? It might be on Tubi. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not 100% sure. But it's a Stephen Butler card here versus Fonjo. He's at the casino in Montreal. They have a lot of fights out there at the casino, man. They sponsored by Riyadh Season too. Shout out to Eye of the Tiger, man. They got the Riyadh Season sponsorship. And now Kamel, he's been doing a great job, man. With that Eye of the Tiger out there. He's got, like I said, he's got fights going every other week, man. Oh, Shawa's on it. She got the Punch and Grace. Yeah, I know it's on there because I have it too. Because I'm in Canada, so I gotta get it. Because they did us dirty for Mary Spencer and Michaela Mayer. You had to, I had it already because I watch boxing. I like watching Eye of the Tiger. But for the people in Canada who didn't have Punch and Grace, they had to go buy that just to watch it. Because Tubi took the top ranked channel off. That shit was nasty, man. I didn't like that. But yeah, we got round two, man. Johan Orobo. I think he's Colombian. He's a Colombian cat, but he's fighting with Eye of the Tiger. And yeah, he's got the ring shorts on, so I'm pretty sure he's a turkey boy, man. As we say in boxing, now he's a turkey boy. Yeah, man. He's looking good. He's a good fighter, though. I'm pretty sure he fought on the Mary Spencer undercard. Or no, he fought on the Which card did he fight on? He fought on the card recently. That was Eye of the Tiger. I want to say September. But no, that kid's been active, man. Yeah, I think my paid subscription ended, but I'm watching it. Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to you. You still watching it? Yeah, Punch and Grace. Yeah, that's where it's at. punchandgrace.com. So you got, oh, shoot. This guy tackled him. Oh, what's the ref count? The ref counted the knockdown. So Johan got a knockdown. We in round number 2, 1 minute 52 in the round left. Johan Arobo. He's going off against, he's facing against, oh, shoot. The Donji. Man, that guy's got a crazy last name. Johan's going for the stoppage. We only in the second round. They mixing it up, man. They mixing it up. But Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, that'd be a good fight to start off, the year. I feel like we got we're gonna have a good start to 2026 because you got Xander and the Boss who's locked in. They fighting for unification. Shout out to them because they're gonna move 154. Virgil and Boots don't want to move the division. Forget them dudes. I don't care for them. If they don't want to fight for belts and do that type of stuff and be legacy fighters, then we just gotta stop talking about them. Because the rest of 154, I guarantee you they'll fight each other. Like a Boss and Xander, they said, no, we don't want no title defense. Let's just go right into the unification. That's what I want to see from these guys, man. Backroom, he said he wanted to fight other guys. I think Backroom will fight the winner of Xander and a Boss. For sure he will. But if that man Boots Ennis and Virgil don't fight, oh shoot. My man Johan Obro, he just clipped dude. 25 seconds left in the round. My man's done, man. Round number 2. Nah, this Johan Obro kid, yo, he's nice, man. He's nice, man. I gotta see if my guy Ness even knows about this kid. Yeah, I bet he don't, bro. Like, I've been watching him on the low, Johan, but I think he's kind of at that point now where he's gonna be in some of these big fights. He's gonna be in some big fights, man. Nah, he's gonna be good, man. But yeah, that was a stoppage. That was a second round stoppage, man. Stop that boy. Damn. Got him out of there, man. Shower said, why aren't Booch or Virgil going after Backroom? He's not, yo. They act like he's a boogeyman, so that's what's gonna happen. I agree with you, Shower. Like, I don't know why they're not fighting him. I don't really understand it, but at the same time, I'm just like looking at it like, okay, they not fighting him. So he's looking like the boogeyman by default because they not getting in the ring with him. But hey, I think he's fighting Josh Kelly. I think Eddie Hearn won didn't even win the purse, but I think really Eddie Hearn actually took Backroom's contract from Main Events. I'd like to hear what happened, but if they can get Boots versus Backroom, that'd be a good fight. Said if they don't fight each other, they need to fight back. Yeah, I agree, Shawa. Yeah. If they don't fight each other, then one of them gotta fight Backroom, man. But Ortiz's team is talking about Earl Spence, man. Like, that's crazy. Like, leave Earl Spence out of this, man. Earl Spence done boxing. I like Earl, man. My Jamaican brethren. Earl, no tune-up Earl was great for boxing. No tune-ups. But you want that man on a 3-year layoff? Nah, y'all just duck and smoke, bro. Talking about that's my dream matchup to fight a guy on a 3-year layoff. Like, bro, Virgil sounds stupid as hell. Like, what? Bro, and you can go get this turkey money because that Virgil and Boots fight gonna be on a big Saudi card, man. But hey, this guy want to go to AT&T Stadium and he can't even sell out that little arena he was in on last weekend. But he talking about a stadium fight. Like, then they got to go over to PBC then if they want that fight. Because, like, what the heck, bro? You can't even sell 10,000 tickets. How you gonna go in a stadium? So you gotta go over to PBC. So maybe they're prepared to do that. But then you gotta get away from the zone. And I don't think the zone's gonna allow that. Just like the zone said, we're not gonna pay for the Spence fight. Why would we pay for that? You know, Errol Spence, shout out to him. I love him, man, like I said, but he's on a 3-year layoff. Like, the dude hasn't fought in 3 years. He's supposed to get off the couch and fight Virgil Ortiz. And then we supposed to think it's going to be competitive? Nah, we not jacking that. Nah, we not jacking that, bro. We not jacking that at all. We don't like that, man. Nah, we ain't. They think they gonna get us, y'all. We ain't doing that. None of that, man. We ain't got none of that. You know what I'm saying? Where my soundbite at?
Just one of my so-called niggas need a sheriff on a clip. Always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas.
Yeah, we ain't with that. We don't want that Errol Spence fight, man. He said he want, EJ to get a tune-up first. Still no excuse. Boo should be next. Yeah, I want Earl to get a tune-up too, but I just don't think Earl got to come back. I'm gonna be honest, Shaba. Errol Spence looks rejuvenated. He look healthy. He look like he not drinking anymore. The man looks like he got good life, man. Like he's enjoying life. I don't want that man to come back. No, I think Earl's done good with himself. I think he's made enough money. Probably. I know he lives a modest life. He got a whole ranch. I don't think Errol Spence don't strike me, at least, as a guy who be out here just buying dumb stuff, man. The man live on a ranch. He got a ranch. So I think Earl, he probably good. He can probably just hang it up. No, he look good. Like he always posting the little chats with his kids, man. I love that. I'm like, yo, shout out to Earl, man. Watching his kids grow. You always see him at the soccer field. Man, he a good kid, man. Shout out to Earl Spence, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to my guy, Nestor Gibbs. He said he hasn't seen Johan, man. I'm about to put him on King now. Yeah, but we got the main event coming up, right? Stephen Butler. Shawa said feet kicked up in his field with his horses. Yeah, I love him. Yeah. No, for real, man. This is how we want to see the fighters retire, right? We don't want to see them retire, you know, with Parkinson's, head trauma, stuttering. No, we don't want to see that, man. You know, Earl, when he was fighting, especially in that Terrence Crawford fight, he was, you know, his voice was slurred. His speech is even better now. Even when he's speaking in them interviews, he sounds clearer. So I mean, just, you know, I get it. Boxing's probably his love, but you know, his health, he looks just way better not being in the ring. So I'm thinking, like, don't even come back, Earl. Like, you look good, man. Life looks good. You got everything in place. You one of the few guys, man, from that big PBC bus who's making all the money. You one of the few ones who did really well and still look good, man. Still doing your thing. You know, some of the other guys, you've seen them, what happened with Adrian Broner. You see now what's happening with Tank Davis. You see now what happened with Jamal Charlo, man. Them guys, you know, Robert Easter, the money came and it destroyed most of them guys. You still look good, Earl. Even though you had your issues, I feel like you learned a little different from them guys, man. You know, you had the car crashes. Obviously, that wasn't good because of the drinking, but, you know, you look fine now, Earl. You look good, dog. No need to come back. That's just how I feel. But if you want to come back, look, I'm not going to save Earl Spence if you want to come back. If you want to come back, I'll root for him, but I know like for sure he look better where he at right now, man. He looks more at peace. Yeah, he fights at Johan fights at 140, I believe. Yeah, sorry for the dead air. Freaking Texan. About to watch this main event, yo. Yo, I should just sent that after. But shout out to man. Yeah, Mel, yeah. Shout out to Shawa. She said Mel's in a good place and I hope he invested. I don't like seeing them asking Boots Ortiz for a fight. No. I think I think I think I feel a little different about Mel only because I've heard from people in around his camp that he's actually been training since when they tell me that it was in like the summertime. They were like, yo, Mel's coming back. He's trying to come back to 54. And then I heard like he's looking good. So I mean, maybe get a tune-up. I agree, Shawa. Maybe get a tune-up first. Mel should get a tune-up first at 54. You know, get your timing back, get that rust off, and then go jump in the deep end with these dudes, Ortiz and Boots. Why not, man? Maul may be different. I can't wait to see either Charlo. Yeah. I thought Maul and Plant were trying to fight. I think that fight's well overdue. I think I saw something like yeah, they supposed to be fighting, but we'll see. We'll see. I like Jamal Charlo, man. You know, I hate to see what happened to him, but you know, it happens to the best of those guys. Mel, I guess you're talking about Mel. He looked desperate, and they just blew him out. Just didn't like the optics that night. Now I heard from someone who's sparring him that Mel does look good and ready. Yeah, and it's weird, Shawa, that they blowing him off because it's like if y'all don't fight each other, who y'all gonna fight, bro? Like Jermell Charlo probably would be the best name on both y'all resume, respectfully. So why would you not entertain that man off the layoff, man? Y'all acting like there's a better opponent out there. You know, Mel's he was the undisputed champ at 154. You know, he's a Ring Magazine champ. You know, didn't lose those belts. So shout out to L Dub in the building. What's going on? My man L Dub. Shout out to L Dub. Yo, go check his channel out, man. He got the lowdown on what's going down. My man L Dub could tell y'all what's gonna happen because he be watching them rankings. He be seeing what them promoters be doing. Telling you, man, when they start shuffling them rankings, that means something's coming. She said, Mel was that guy, undisputed, and he damn well will be a great name. Yeah, exactly. He'd be the great name on their resume, both of their resumes. They missing a Mel. They don't got no Mel. You know, I mean, we look at Boots' resume. It's crazy, bro. That man like 35 fights in, and we can't name no, you know, great fighter he's fought almost. We can barely name I don't even know if we can name a Hall of Famer on his resume. I don't think Boots fought a Hall of Famer yet, or a future Hall of Famer. So it's like, bro, you 35 fights in. Virgil, I don't even know how many Virgil got. Virgil might be worse. Well, he at least he fought a former champion, Majimov. And that Boychuk didn't win no belt. So at least he fought a former champ, but still, I don't like the optics, yo. I ain't never liked the optics because, you know, those guys like talking like they did something. They ain't done nothing yet. You know, either guy, Virgil or Boots, man, especially Boots. Boots just got there. But shout out to Boots. He's a good talent. I like him. I think he's going to do well. But maybe it's the powers that be. Maybe it's the promoters that are blocking the fights. Sometimes that happens. But she said facts. Yeah, they both missing a male. Yeah, none of them. And like, if you don't fight, maybe Virgil can get Fondora in the ring somehow. Maybe. That'd be the best thing for Virgil. If you can't get Boots, then you got to get Fondora. Fondora has the belt. He's kind of viewed as one of the best. And then you can literally call Turki Al-Sheikh, said, yo, can we put the ring belt on the fight? Because, Virgil's ranked number 1 in the ring and Sebastian Fondora's ranked number 2. So they're 1 and 2. They can fight for the ring belt. But yeah, we got Stephen Butler in the ring. Stephen Butler, who is campaigning at 160 now. Stephen Butler's been around for a while. I don't see John Scully in. Oh, there's John Scully. Shout out to Iceman John Scully. He is in the corner. Shout out to John Scully, man. He's another guy who I got to meet when I was young, man. I remember my dad was training Troy Ross and getting him ready for the Olympics. And yeah, John Scully was one of the sparring partners who came up to help out, man. And it's crazy because like all these years later, I had him on my show when back in, I think, was it February? Back in February, because he trains with Arthur, or doesn't train, but he's the training team of Arthur Beterbiev. So when they were getting ready for the rematch of Bivol, yeah, I had him on the show, man. I was surprised that he remembered my dad. He remembered my dad. He remembered the gym and remembered Troy, everybody. And John Scully's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. Gives this time out. He's a guy who tries to help the retired fighters in boxing, and I love that about him, because I look at the leagues, man. I look at the other associations of sports. You know how they honor their legends and they give jobs to their legends, and they try to keep them, in around the sport. The NBA does a great job with it, giving guys jobs on broadcasting, or they had the big ceremonies. Just in boxing, we don't, our legends get lost, man, or they look, what I'm saying, they look bad. We don't honor them the way the other sports honor their legends. They keep them alive. We keep them alive, but I feel like it's sad, but we keep them more alive when they're gone, man, like when they're past. And it's sad, but we don't have no association in boxing to help them. So shout out to Iceman John Scully. I know he holds a lot of events where they go and show up, and it allows Stephen Butler landed a big right hand, and it allows the public. What the heck? Why the ref do that? He gave him a standing 8 count. Oh, you know what? He said the ropes was holding him up. He gave him the Tyson Fury count. That's what happened. Tyson Fury count. Ropes is holding them up. Damn, Stephen Butler be ending people early these days. He just beat Steve Rose in the first round. Now this guy in the first round. This guy's from England. Oh, damn, yo. Oh, shoot. Dude came back with his left hook. Stephen Butler is probably Janabek's best win, yo. That's how I explain Stephen Butler. So y'all know Janabek. This probably the best win Janabek had was against Stephen Butler. Shout out to Stephen Butler, man. He's been around the game for a while. He is a vet. And that right hand is hurting dude right now. Stephen Butler. Oh, got clipped. Yo. And Stephen Butler, he's been down before. So, I mean, this guy can't hurt Stephen Butler. Damn. 25 seconds left in the round. We only in round number 1, man. And Stephen Butler has knocked down. We got Stephen Butler and Fonjo in the ring. Fonjo's been down once already. He was saved by the ropes, bro. Oh, shoot. This is a good little scrap got going on right now. But shout out to everybody who tuning in. Yeah, he was going through the ropes. Yeah, Tyson Fury, yo. I remember when that ref saved Tyson Fury from getting stopped by Usyk in the first fight. My man was walking from pillar to post, man. Finally, the ref said, "Oh, the ropes is holding you up." And that man, Usyk, was about to stop Fury. I'm telling y'all, he would have been the first to do it, and the world would have went crazy, man. I love that win for Usyk, man. I don't think Usyk got to do anymore. I don't think he got to fight Moses. Is that what they want him to fight? Moses Atama? No, we ain't got to do all that. I mean, Moses Atama don't even want to fight Frank Sanchez. So why the hell he going to fight Usyk, man? Usyk is dangerous, mofo. You trying to fight Andy Ruiz? Nah, he better not, bro. The only soft touch I'm giving to Usyk right now, bro. There's only one soft touch out there for Usyk. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what I
Don't
say.
everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what Usyk need to fight. Fight Wilder and close out that chapter. So he can beat Wilder, AJ, and Fury, man. All those heavyweights, that era. Clear them out. Because, you know, Usyk, he already cleared out the UK, cleared out a whole country. So then why don't you go ahead and clear out the era, bro? Just pack them up. Just pack them up. So, yeah, don't do that to my guy. Yeah, man, you got to pack up Wilder, man. You got to pack himself up. Just tell us you done, man. Just retire. If you still here, I can't save you, man. Just like the Terrence Crawford fans be getting mad when I'm like, yo, you got to fight Boots. I mean, I don't know who else is a big fight for Terrence Crawford. They be thinking I'm getting Crawford beat or something. Nah, man. If he here, you say he here. I want to see the best fight. I know Janabek means more legacy because he'll make him a 6th division champ, but shit. When it's all said and done, I don't think Janabek gonna be a better fighter than Jaron Ennis. You know, the Jaron Ennis win for Crawford could age like the Canelo Alvarez win age for Floyd Mayweather. Like, that's Floyd's best win. Canelo Alvarez. And when he beat Canelo was, a lot of people say, green. But all the things Canelo did afterwards, right? People like look at it like, oh, shoot, Floyd beat that guy. He did. But we in round number 2, a minute 09. Not as much action in this round as the first round. Bro, Bonjo, he may have just got caught slipping, and the ref saved his ass because he looks like he got more energy in this round. And he's returning with fire, man. And Stephen Butler, I don't know if Stephen Butler's always had poor head movement, you know. He always keeps his head. He kind of like takes clips, man, of his punches. Taking pictures. That's what they call it. He throws his 1-2 and he almost like looks at it instead of moving his head. He got his head snapped back by the jab. Fonjo, I don't know who this guy is, man. Yo, to be honest, I didn't even know this fight was coming on until today. Like, I think I was on the Ring Magazine website and I was like, oh, shoot, there's a fight on today. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah. Said Janabek is big, but needs to move up. I know he's thirsty for a good fight, though. Yeah, the Terrence Crawford fight would change, you know, his life. Obviously, that's the big fight, money fight. Huge opportunity to be the guy who's, you know, regarded as an all-time great. So I understand it. You know, suck down for 2 more fights or 1 more fight against Lara. And then, yeah, hopefully you fight Crawford next year. It sounds like that's who Crawford's going to fight, right? You know, Jaron Ennis, he ain't done himself no favors either. He never really stepped up and said he'd move up to 60 to fight Crawford, which I think he should have did. Put himself in the way, right? But and then you got Carlos Adames holding that WBC belt hostage. Obviously, they're gonna wait. They're gonna wait for Terrence Crawford. They're gonna hope that Terrence Crawford can beat Janabek, and then they'll be happy to fight that fight. So we round number 3 now. Stephen Butler and Fonjo. I had to go check this guy out. Fanjo's box rec, see where he's from. He's 14-1. He's from Cameroon. Okay, he's African. Shout out to him. Oh, he's been fighting in Canada though for a bit. He's had a couple fights in Canada. He fought in Niagara Falls. All right, so I think that was a Lucas body card, man. 2024 Niagara Falls. Let me see who was on that card. Yep, that was a Lucas body fight card. So this guy's fought on a Lucas body card. Fought somewhere else in Canada before he fought here. Now he's stepping up to a 10-rounder with Stephen Butler. So he only has 15 fights, Fanjo, but he's 27 years old. So I think he was a replacement fighter because I think Eric Bazinian was supposed to be fighting against Stephen Butler, which is obviously would have been a bigger fight. I would have heard more about that because I think both guys are local. Eric Bazinian, he had that good showing against Jaime Munguia. Stephen Butler, he's been in there against Janibek and a few other champions. So, I mean, it would have been a good fight. I don't even know. Mark Ramsey. Yeah, Mark Ramsey would have been in the corner for Eric Bazinian. So it would have been Mark Ramsey versus Iceman John. Good little trainer matchup. Both guys trading in the middle of the ring. Stephen Butler, though, he's been the aggressor most of the fight. Fanjo, he may get to these later rounds and gas out because I just checked his box rec. He's only been fighting. He only fought 1 8-rounder before this fight, and this is a 10-rounder. So we'll see what that gas tank look like down the line, man. Shout out to my guy, Just Two Boxing. What's going on, man? Dude, man, I see you out here, bro. Doing your thing as usual. Every day. Go support Just Two Boxing, man. He's out here every day, 4 p.m. Monday to Friday, doing his thing, man. He said, I'm getting ready to stream the rest of this fight for a friend, so I'll holler at you later, Ryan. Great live. Be blessed. Shout out to Shabo, man. I appreciate you for coming through, keeping me company. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm finally gonna go home and enjoy it with some Burger King. Here I come, baby! Burger King! Burger King! Yo! And talk to Bob Bear, because he's my man. Don King, kiss my ass.
Shout out to James Tony, man. I have to reach out to James Tony and try to get him back on the show because I tried to get him back. Like a couple weeks ago, but shout out to James, man. It's just hard for him to get on at, I think it's 6 o'clock his time. He's on the West Coast and he be in the gym. I think he be in the gym training. So sometimes he be trying to get back home from that LA traffic to get on with me. But hey, man, nah, maybe I'll get him on later one night. Do like a late stream or something. Shout out to James Tony, man. You always got that good boxing talk, man. You know he's gonna give you the real. He's gonna give you the real, man. And I want to see what he thinks about this Caleb Plant versus Jermell Charlo if it comes to fruition. You know, Jermel's a good fighter. I'm sure he got respect for Jermell, but you know, Caleb Plant's one of his guys, man. He likes Caleb Plant a lot. And yeah, look, man. Out of tire, they got another fight December 11th. Iman Khatib is getting back in the ring. You know, I thought Iman Khatib beat David Morrell, man. You said great word with the back-to-back interviews. Yeah, shout out to Just Do. Yeah, man. Big fight card coming up down here in Brampton, Toronto. So, yeah, I had to represent, man. Show some love to those guys. I love what they doing, man. Making big moves in the city. Yeah, we in round number 4, man. Stephen Butler versus Fanjo. Stephen Butler on the back foot, circling the outside of the ring. Fanjo's on the front foot. He got the center of the ring now. The young man Fanjo is 27 years old. He's from Cameroon. Stephen Butler, who's a Canadian native. They're fighting in Montreal, Canada. This is a house fighter, Stephen Butler. Riyadh season card, the big Riyadh season and the logo in the middle. Shout out to them. Yeah, man, it's been pretty much a even fight so far. Outside of the first knockdown, Stephen Butler had a knockdown in the first round. Ever since, Stephen Butler's kind of slowed down. So I don't know if he just try to go for the win in the first, and now he doesn't have enough in the gas tank to exert himself, or if this is a round he's looking to take off because he's really, really not throwing many punches in this fourth round here. And Fonjo's actually starting to get to work. He's starting to have a little bit of success now. I would say the first like 3 rounds, Fonjo looked really timid, man. This is the step up for Fonjo. He's only 14-1. Stephen Butler, as we know, he's been around for a while, man. He's got like 35 fights, I think. Yeah, he's 36-5, man. So he's got 40 fights. Yeah, he said, just to say, I thought he beat Morrell too. Yeah, man. And I like David Morrell, and I think that was his first fight without Ronnie Shields, man. Some when these guys leave Ronnie Shields, because Ioannis Tellis, he left Ronnie Shields and he lost to Abbas Baru. Something wrong with these guys when they leave Ronnie Shields. I get it. Maybe the language gap barriers there because Ronnie Shields don't speak Spanish. But I mean, all right then. So then why would you hook up with him, right? But I think Ronnie Shields was good for them. I feel like they looked better with Ronnie Shields. The David Benavidez fight, Morrell just wasn't listening. Let's just call it what it was. The man wasn't listening to Ronnie Shields. Ioannis Tellis, I'm not sure. He with Hector Bermudez now, so shout out to Hector. He was on the show the other night. We are talking about Kurt Scooby. He got, that's his fighter, Kurt Scooby, who's fighting against Adam Azim this weekend. Man, I agree with Coach, though. If Kurt Scooby had a full camp, I would have easily put some good money on Kurt Scooby, man, to get that upset win, because I don't believe in Adam Azim that much. He's a good fighter. He got good mechanics, man. But I just think Adam Azim, he just ain't been in the ring with the Kurt Scooby, man. And but they got Kurt Scooby on short notice, real short notice. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But I think Hector, he's a good guy, man. He kept it real. He said that. He said, it's not gonna be an easy fight. He didn't be around the bush with it. He said, we got our legs, we got work cut out for us. We're behind in camp in a sense of they got us on short notice, so we ain't got as much time to prepare, and then we gotta fly all the way across the pond, man, to fight this guy. So it's an uphill battle. I hope Kurt Scooby can get the win, though. He deserves it, man. He's been on a trail. We in round number 5, man. With Stephen Butler and Fonjo. Stephen Butler comes out way more aggressive. Maybe that last round he just took off or got his second win. But Fonjo's starting to look better now. He's starting to come downhill. He looks very strong as he lands the jab. Stephen Butler trying to avoid. Excuse me. Right now they're trying to claim the ring, man. They playing that game. Stephen Butler lands a couple shots. Lands a big straight over the top. Fonjo doesn't look phased at all. Fonjo comes back over the top with his own right hand. Stephen Butler's trying to get the middle of the ring, pushing Fonjo back. Fonjo comes out with 4 or 5 punches. Oh, Fonjo's teeing off, man. I don't know why he did that for. But he missed 3 punches and landed 1. That's how you lose your whole energy, just missing punches. But man, Fonjo, he's a big dude for 160. Stephen Butler, it's got the middle of the ring jabbing. Stephen Butler don't move his head because Fonjo just hit him with a jab. And Fonjo's on the outside, bro. Stephen Butler got to move his head. Stephen Butler right now, he's trying to turn Fonjo. Fonjo's just a bit aggressive. He's like a bull, man. Just comes right at you. But he looks strong. Stephen Butler, he's got to mix it up. I think he's got to go to the body more to slow this cat, because the guy's 27, right? He's younger than him. He got to slow him down. There you go. He goes to the body now, Stephen Butler. Goes up back up top with the jab. That's what you gotta mix these punches up. Fonjo's starting to throw wild again. It's like when Fonjo get hit a few times, he goes in this mode where he's like, I gotta get it right back, man. I gotta punch this guy right back. But he is losing this round right now. 38 seconds left in round number 5. I haven't been scoring the fight, but I think Stephen Butler is winning majority of these rounds, especially with the big first round knockdown. Oh, Fonjo, he landed a few hooks there, but like he's punching wild again. You got 18 seconds left in the round. Stephen Butler lands a 1-2. And, you know, Fonjo, it looks like he's getting desperate. Like I said, he's only been an 8-rounder. He's never been a 10. This is a 10. We know Stephen Butler, he's fought in a lot of championship fights. He's been in a lot of 10s. He's super experienced. That's probably the difference right now. The experience. Shout out to everybody for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Show love to the stream. You know, hit that smash that like button like Ann Wolf, yo.
Did not really fight her. Oh, big right hand. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
And shout out to Turkey Alice Sheik bringing us that mega card in a couple weeks.
Inside my heart, I want the fighters. Yes. I want to see the fighters.
When you want to see the fighters too, Big Turk. Want to see them all, man. See the biggest names in the game. We round number 6. We just about the halfway point of the fight, past the halfway point. Fonjo, Stephen Butler, Montreal, Canada. Fonjo, I'm guessing he's the underdog. This is a step-up fight for him. He's only got 15 fights. And like I said, Stephen Butler's got 40 fights, but we in round number 6. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Fonjo comes out with the big straight right that lands on Stephen Butler. And Fonjo, every time he lands, it's like he tries to like knock Stephen Butler out. He comes back with like 4 straight hooks, and they really wide, man. But shout out to everybody who tuning in, man. Showing love to the stream, showing love to the channel, the chat. Everybody, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. But we watching the fight now. Stephen Butler versus Fonjo. They in Montreal, the casino. Casino de Montreal, man. That's a nice casino too. That's a good spot. And Stephen Butler's on the outside circling. He circles around for a bit. I think Stephen Butler, oh dang, Fonjo just landed a big right hand over the top. But I think the first little like 30 seconds of the round, Stephen Butler tries to make Fonjo tired, and then it seems like he picks it up. Because we had a minute 30 now. Stephen Butler's trying to get the center of the ring back. Fonjo, though, he's been landing more punches this round. He still got a little pep in his step. Oh, Stephen Butler lands a good body shot there. Freezes Fonjo. Fonjo tries to come back with a body shot of his own. Stephen Butler, he got to move his head more, man. Get them angles, move them feet. Just not enough pop on Stephen Butler's punches no more. I think he's getting tired, man. He might be fading. You know, I thought Fonjo was going to fade, but it might be Stephen Butler who's going to fade. You know, he's supposed to fight Eric Bazinian, so it's kind of hard to probably get up for a guy like this, Fonjo, who hasn't really proven himself, you know, has, you know, more to lose. Doesn't have nothing to lose, sorry. So he's coming in the fight, you know, no pressure. Where Stephen Butler's like, I gotta get this guy out of here. And he looked tough, man. He looked like he's durable. Fonjo, lands a big right hand that stuns Stephen Butler. And like I said, when Fonjo be landing, he just starts swinging. And that's what he tried to do again. Stephen Butler wrapped him up, pushed him into the ropes. Ref warning Stephen Butler. Stephen Butler goes in with the lead hook. Stephen Butler's got his hands down. That's the round. So after 6 rounds, I still got Stephen Butler winning. He doing his thing, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. I really appreciate y'all for tuning into the channel. We got Stephen Butler and Fonjo. Iceman John Scully in the corner giving instructions. Yeah, it's really cool to see like some dudes who you grew up watching on this level, man. They still in the game. They still doing their thing. And it's nice to share those memories with those guys when you start talking to them. But yeah, Stephen Butler too. I watched Stephen Butler's whole career almost, man. I remember he had his first loss against Brandon Cook. Shout out to Brandon Cook. And I think it's crazy, Brandon Cook. I think his last fight's coming up here soon. So, I mean, yeah, that dude, Stephen Butler, he's been around for a while. But, yeah, he's definitely Janet Beck's best win, man. But we in round number 7 of 10, Stephen Butler and Fonjo. I haven't been watching it and scoring it, but I got Stephen. Oh, damn, Fonjo just landed a big uppercut, man, when Stephen Butler was coming in. Stephen Butler needs to, like, tuck his chin when he's punching, though. He be leaving the thing out there. You can't do that. Fonjo, he's just not landing enough punches. Like, he's landing big shots, but I know pro boxing is all about effective punching. But when you landing one and the other guy's landing like 10 and 15 shots, it's, your one effective punch is not gonna really help, man. But Fonjo, he might have Stephen Butler here hurt. Stephen Butler's he's looking not good on his legs, man. But he is still fighting. He's still pushing Fonjo back with that jab. Circling the ring, lands a good body shot there. But Fonjo comes back with a jab and snaps Stephen's head back. That's a great body shot there by Stephen Butler. Oh, man. Fonjo just landing the jab so easily on Stephen Butler. He can probably win the fight with the jab. I doubt he does that, but he probably can. We in round number 7 of 10. A minute 30 left in the round. Fonjo, Stephen Butler. They mixing it up in Montreal. Yeah, on a Thursday night. This is awesome, man. I love these type of fights. And it looks like the casino's packed out. Shout out to all the fans up in Montreal, man. They real boxing fans. Shout out to them, man. They're packing out the casino on Thursday night. So, it's Friday tomorrow. Everybody getting paid, man, so they can go blow some money. That's what's up. Oh, man, my man Fonjo, he trying to punch his way out. Stephen Butler with the jab snaps Fonjo's head back. Stephen Butler, man, he got to pick up the pace, though. We got 38 seconds left in round number 7. Fonjo comes with the big 3-punch combo that pushes Stephen Butler back. And here he comes now with his big flurry. Stephen Butler wraps him up quickly. He knows what's happening. 25 seconds left in round number 7. Fonjo's on the front foot. I don't know if he's got enough in the gas tank to stop Stephen Butler, but this is a close fight. I'm not sure how the judges got it. That's a big right hand landed by Fonjo. Oh, and he lands the uppercut as well. Fonjo lands a couple big shots, and Stephen Butler's taking these shots. Yo, maybe they don't have enough steam on them. So my man Stephen Butler really didn't move those last 3 shots, man. That's crazy. Shout out to my guy Grant MMA Boxing in the building. Hey, yo, Ryan, I gotta hit you up, man. I have a friend of mine who wants to do a boxing event in Toronto, man. And I think your gym would be a good spot to host it. And yeah, it'd be a big event. It'd be live on YouTube. I think the guy usually gets 5,000-6,000 viewers. It'd be a big little event. It'd be obviously Boxing Ontario, certified event. But it's really cool what he does. It's called Border Wars. He kind of has the community members go through the whole process. He tries to, Because, you know, a lot of these people on the internet, they be thinking boxing sweet. They think it's easy. They think you just get in there, throw a jab. So he, you know, he got the actual people on there doing the camps, doing the sparring. He makes them go through the process, the promotion and everything. Lets them feel like how the fighters feel. And then, you know, they have the big fight. It's a pretty cool thing. It's called Border Wars. I like it, man. I like what Ness is doing with it. And he takes it around America. He's been doing it around, I think the last one was in Atlanta, Georgia. And you know, I think the next one they're looking to do it in Arizona or Miami. Is what they talking about. So that'd be cool, man. If we can bring it up here to Toronto and do it, I think it'd be great to have that type of exposure, because, you know, he does make sure he gets the amateur fighters who are there get on the stream as well, so they'd be getting seen by his audience. It's a huge audience. But yeah, we'll talk. But we in round number 8. 2 minutes left in the round. Fonjo is on the front foot. He's looking stronger as the fight's going on, but I don't know if there's enough rounds that he's won to where he can think about decision. I think his team's got to tell him, you know, you got to hurt Stephen Butler, man. You got to get at least one 10-8 round back, because he got a knockdown in the first round. You know, Fonjo got knocked down in the first round, so he started off bad. And it's a numbers game. When you start getting them knockdowns, you know what I'm saying? It's a numbers game. So you gotta get it together and figure out, hey, is this going to be worth me going to the decision, or do I got to go get the stoppage? And Fonjo's just, he's just in the, Fonjo lands a good body shot on Stephen Butler. Looked like Stephen Butler got hurt from that body shot. You know, them body shots, man, they take everything out of you. Your whole legs. Nah, man, I'd rather not get hit by a body shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, them body shots leave you like Ryan Garcia. Should I get up and keep fighting, or just stay down? But yeah, that's the life of a boxer. Oh, dang, Fonjo lands a big straight right after the jab. We got 40 seconds left in round number 8. Stephen Butler versus Fonjo. Yo, they going 10 rounds, man. I don't know if anybody's going to stop anybody. There's a lot of clean punches getting landed. Just the body language is not telling me anybody's really getting hurt. But hey, Stephen Butler does have his mouth open now. Fonjo, he slowed a bit. But Fonjo, Stephen Butler lands a big right hand and pushes Fonjo back. Oh, Fonjo's legs look like it's hurt. And the ref, what the hell the ref doing, bro? Oh, that's the round, man. The ref is crazy. Oh, man. The ref just be jumping in there. Like, dude almost got punched out. Yo, ref is crazy for that. Yo, he really just jumped in there like that, man. I didn't think he was going to do that. Y'all think he was going to do that, man? Oh, boy. This is crazy work. Yo, man. Shout out to Stephen Butler doing Fonjo. They doing their thing. They doing their thing, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, man. Y'all know what it is. Talking boxing around here. Yeah, man. Salute to the chat. On to round number 9, man. Got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in round number 9. Stephen Butler and Fonjo. Fonjo, he can get the upset win, but he didn't finish that last round off good. I think he lost that last round, and he almost got. If there's more time in it, he would have got put on his pockets, man. Yeah, man. Big hooks, big swings. Stephen Butler in the center of the ring. Fonjo's trying to keep him at a distance with the jab, not really landing anything. Yeah, it's a good little scrap, you know. Something I didn't know that was going on a Thursday night. Fonjo's trying to go for it, man. I just think he needs to set the traps a little bit better. He's kind of too obvious with it. Got a little pep in his step, though, bouncing around. Outside, here comes Stephen Butler, though, holding the center of the ring. Stephen Butler, he's a veteran, man, so he understands the mission. He's got to win probably these last 2 rounds to secure the victory. We got 1 minute and 23 seconds left in round number 9. Stephen Butler, I got him winning so far, but Fonjo, he's had a good couple moments. It's just that 10-8 knockdown in the first round. I'm thinking put him behind the 8 ball. Stephen Butler landed good, right, straight right, and Fonjo goes back into the ropes. You know, Fonjo, he keeps getting clipped by that right hand. Fonjo, he's just too wide with the shots, man. And Stephen Butler, lands a 3-punch combo in between Fonjo's shots. Fonjo has to wrap him up. Referee breaks the action. Stephen Butler jumping around on his toes on the outside. But no, he still got something in the gas tank, and Fonjo's just missing too much. He's not even in range of Stephen Butler. Stephen Butler goes to the body, then comes back up top. Comes back up top in the clinch. That's some veteran moves right there. Man, Stephen Butler, he out here showing us a new arsenal. Shout out to him, man. The ref says no more. He stops the fight. I think it was a bad stoppage, bro. The man didn't look that bad, but, you know, my man was taking some punches, bro, Fonji. He was taking some punches. Fonjo. But shout out to everybody who tuned in, man. I really appreciate y'all following the presser there we had. That was good talk with all the fighters, man. They came through. The promoter came through, Stanley, did his thing. And I really appreciate y'all, man. December 19th, it goes down. The Queen's Manor Event Center in Brampton, Ontario. Tickets are on sale. Make sure you hit the QR code up in the corner of the live stream. You can't see it on Instagram though. Oh yeah, you can. Yep, it's there. Make sure you get it. Hit that little or you gotta use your phone to hit it, man. Hit the QR code, it'll take you to the tickets if that's what you want. Tickets on sale right now. And shout out to everybody, man, for tuning in. Showing love to the stream. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all supporting me and keep moving, keep gaining more community members and making the streams bigger and bigger. Bring the whole Canada with me. But we go live twice a week, 9 p.m. Eastern. Work crazy hours, so I gotta mix it up a bit. But I'm gonna get a schedule popping soon for y'all, so we can y'all know when to find me. But thanks for everybody for tuning in, man. And peace.
Yeah. What? I will slap you if you don't move this car. I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you. Okay.